critics of free agency argue it prolongs the on-field misery of clubs near the bottom of the ladder, but top two teams have been the hardest hit since the player movement system was revolutionized in 2012. Of the 39 players who have moved clubs via free agency, 9, or 23%, have left teams that played in that year's grand final, 4 of them from the newly crowned Premier. Remarkably, the club widely seen as the AFL's premier destination in recent times, Hawthorn, has lost more players via free agency than any other team. 5 Hawks free agents, including superstar spearhead Lance Franklin and fellow premiership players Matt Suckling, Xavier Ellis, and Clinton Young, have departed Waverley. Club lists compared oldest, youngest, most experienced. Melbourne, which earned a reputation as free agency's whipping boy during its horror on-field stretch from 2012-14, has lost only 4 players under the player movement mechanism: James Frawley, Colin Sylvia, Jared Rivers, and Brent Maloney. Although the Demons have not lost a free agent since 2014, they still rank second for players lost through free agency. The bottom 2 teams, which included the D's in 2013 and 2014, have parted with 6 free agents over the past 7 seasons, the second largest toll in the competition, but still 3 fewer free agency losses than their top 2 counterparts. The grand finalists' struggles to keep free agents can be put down at least partly to the equalizing effect of the salary cap, where they are generally close to the player spending limit. Other lower-ranked clubs are cashed up and happy to dangle huge money and long-term tenure at key targets. Strong clubs are also occasionally happy to let fringe players leave in pursuit of expanded roles at other teams. Nonetheless, free agency statistics make worse reading for top 2 teams when you consider their struggles to lure players from rival teams. For all they can offer players in prospective on-field success, just 2 free agents have joined one of that year's grand finalists, with Frawley joining Premier Hawthorn in 2014 and Sylvia joining 2013 runner-up Fremantle. Not surprisingly, bottom 2 teams have battled to land free agents too, also landing just 2 over the past 7 years. Alex Fasolo crossed from Collingwood to this year's wooden spoon at Carlton, and 17th-placed Gold Coast signed Hawks defender Tom Murphy in 2012. Players' wariness about joining teams whose immediate on-field futures look bleak has extended to the bottom 6 teams, who collectively have signed just 8 free agents. But you don't have to climb too much further up the ladder to find the competition's most successful free agency poachers. Teams finishing 11th-12th have led the AFL in both acquiring rival free agents and retaining their own, bringing in a combined 8 and losing just 1. The next most successful teams on this combined measure have been those finishing 9th and 10th, followed closely by 3rd and 4th placed teams. Besides Greater Western Sydney, which will have players eligible for free agency for the first time in 2019, Essendon is the only team yet to lose a free agent. Having acquired Brendan Goddard in 2012, James Wilt in 2014 and Matthew Leuenberger a year later, the Bombers can lay claim to being free agency's most successful team to date. North and Fremantle have also used the system to their advantage, each signing 3 free agents and losing 1.